Good afternoon. Welcome back to Passionate World Talk Radio Network, a wholly owned subsidiary of Global Media Network, LLC. Educate, enlighten, entertain, mindfulness. And on today's episode of Scam DamNation, we're talking about scammers and college and graduate students and their parents. The Attorney General of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro, warns Pennsylvanians to be aware of scams targeting college and graduate students. And this will apply to everybody in the United States because everybody sometime along the way will be sending their kids off to college or a university or a graduate school or a technical school or someplace away from home where they need to remember their due diligence. When they leave home, it comes with responsibility and freedom to make their own choices. But the Attorney General, Mr. Shapiro, is warning college students and their parents to be on the lookout for potential scams that are targeting these young adults. Here are some of the scams to look out for. The student financial service scam. There are many types of scams that pose as legitimate offers for scholarships, grants, and financial services. The student is contacted by telephone, mail, or email with a great offer, but is asked to provide personal information or pay upfront fees in order to proceed. These fees are usually paid by gift card or money wire. The unpaid tuition scam. The scammer contacts the student or the parents claiming that the tuition bill has been unpaid and that payment needs to be made immediately without affecting the student's enrollment. Before you run off and make that payment, call the school's financial aid office and verify if this is true. The school would most likely send a paper bill before calling and threatening immediate payment. Online scam. Scammers prey on college students, promising them a job online and ways for them to make quick and easy money. The company will either ask the students for money up front or send them a check for their work and ask them to send a portion back to the company. Buying books online scam. Scam artists set up fake websites and offer great deals on expensive textbooks only to never deliver the textbook and leave the victims out of money as well as not getting the textbook they ordered. Roommate/rental scam. The scammers normally pose as an individual selling or renting a property or as property management business conducting the transaction on behalf of a client who is the alleged owner of the property. Potential renters are then solicited for money in exchange for promises that the homes will be shown to them or rented to them upon completion of their payment. Then once the payment is received, the prospective buyer or tenant eventually realizes that there is in fact either no home for sale or that the property is in fact occupied. These scams can be prevented. Here are some tips to remember. Be sure to speak with someone from your school before making payments on a supposed unpaid bill or offering information on a loan, grant, scholarship that's being offered. Completing financial aid forms, especially an FASFA form, does not cost anything to fill out. Research thoroughly into any business before providing personal financial information or credit card information. Make sure that the website is a secure website. https:// Do your research. Talk to friends, family, and school officials to learn more about how to protect yourself so that if anybody does contact you, you'll know how to protect yourself or a loved one or a good friend from a scam. Never, ever give your personal information to anyone who contacts you out of the blue. If you believe you've been a victim of a scam, report it to your local police or bank immediately, or your credit card company, and file a complaint with the Bureau of Consumer Protection at https://www.attorney@submit/complaint/scams-complaint. If you live in Pennsylvania, and I'm sure other states have this as well, consumer alert. What Pennsylvanians need to know about FDCPA Regulation F, set to take effect on 11/30/21. Beware of scams targeting you and graduate students. If you're still living in Pennsylvania or going to a college in Pennsylvania, you can contact the Bureau of Consumer Protection, 15th floor, Strawberry Square, Harrisburg, PA, 17120, number 717-787-9707, or if they provide a free helpline toll number 800-441-2555. Their email is scams@attorneygeneral.gov. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. And if you are a freshman or even a sophomore, or you're going back for your graduate degree, be forewarned. The seniors are not the only ones who are now being targeted 100%. It is new students at college and universities and technical schools. So please take warning, protect yourself, discuss it with your parents, provide yourself with a code word, talk to your bank. They may have some suggestions. A lot of them now do. Talk to your credit card company. Should mom and dad give you a credit card? A lot of the credit card companies will provide you with a way of protecting yourself. It comes free. Speak to them and get yourself set up. There's one more scam that's going on that I want to bring to your attention. Scammers now have a new device that they can hold up for guys who put their wallets in a back pocket and for ladies who put it in a pocketbook. A scanner that can scan through your pants material, through your leather pocketbooks, and scan your debit or credit cards and take all the money out of your credit card, how much of a limit they give you. They can wipe it clean and you'll never be wiser. So check if you signed up with the 3 credit card primary companies. Check with your individual credit card companies. Buy yourself a protecting card. You can find it on Facebook, but you can also find it on Amazon. Go ask Google which one they recommend and go and purchase one. I did that for myself, and I plan to give it to several other people so they can protect themselves too. Scammers have found a new way to take your money without you knowing it. Take warning. Thank you very much for listening. This program is sponsored by Conscious Research Solutions. Check us out at passionalworldtalkradio.com/epic, EPOCH, Envision XR. And also go over to passionalworldtalkradio.com/research made simple blog. And over there, it will tell you and deal with all your pain points regarding research. And while you're there, sign up for a free 10 to 15 minute consultation and learn how to research once and for all. I learned on the Dewey Decimal System, but that's a card system. And now you can do it easier or easily. Also, we're supported by Flipping Out, How to Train Your Human, a satirical tongue-in-cheek look of how to learn how to use artificial intelligence. AI is not here to do your thinking for you. It's merely your secretary or your office assistant that can tighten up what you've written. I have trouble with verbs even to this day, so it always is correcting my verbs to agree with my noun. Check it out. You won't regret it. And if you want to continue to hear the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, fresh out of the BBC and other international news outlets that still report the news as news, go over to passionatedworldtalkradio.com/donation. And please donate to keep an all woman-owned and woman-operated internet talk radio station. Thank you very much for listening, and have a great rest of the week.